Now we are going to see your third SR, the story of Mulan. The story of Mulan. Ballad of Mulan has been a popular tale since the Tang dynasty in China. Mulan is a byword for heroines, and Mulan's story is a household tale to encourage girls to be brave or to make a man out of you, as the popular saying goes nowadays. The real story of Mulan. Mulan's war in history. This is China, today's China, and here Northern Wei state. Northern Wei's capital, Lyon. The original real story of Mulan is found in The Ballad of Mulan, Mulan book story English translation also provided. Discover the story of Mulan is based on the legend of Hua Mulan. It is about a brave girl, Mulan, who had saved China. Many years ago, China was in the middle of great war. In ancient China, there lived a beautiful young woman named Mulan. She lived with her aged father and her little brother in a faraway village in China. One day, the emperor said that one man from each Chinese family must join the army. She heard the news when she was outside washing clothes. Mulan ran into the house. Her father was sitting in a chair, carving a piece of wood. She informed him about the emperor's order, which he already heard in the town. Her aged father said he will go to join the war. But Mulan refused, as her father was old. And Mulan's brother was also too little. So she refused to make his father joining the army. But she said she have an idea and asked her father to have a cup of tea. So she refused her father going to join the army and asked him to have a cup of tea since she have an idea. After that, she entered her room, cut off her hair and dressed herself as a man wearing his father's robe. But her father refused. For years, Mulan's father trained her in Kung Fu. She swung the sword back and forth. Her aged father said he had taught them for her safety only. If they find out her as a woman, she will die. But Mulan convinced her father that they will never find her out. She was very strong in her idea. She was confident that nothing would happen. She said goodbye to her father and asked him to convey this message to her brother. Finally, she joined the army and proved to be a brave soldier. She was put in charge of other soldiers. Her battles kept on going well. After a few years, Mulan became the general of the army. A very bad fever swept through the army, and Mulan, the general, was also affected. The doctor found that the real identity of women The general is woman, he said. How can this be? Some soldiers called out. We will not fight for a woman, they said. Punish her, make her pay. The cost is for her to die. But other soldiers voiced, with Mulan, we win every battle. Stay away from our general. Just then, a soldier ran up and said, Everyone, a surprise attack is coming. Mulan heard this and come out of her tent. She told the soldiers what they must do. The soldiers who did not like their general was a woman also joined with her and attacked the enemy. She won the enemy by her plan. She saved China. The Huns was arrested and put in prison. The king was so glad and asked him to stay with him in the palace and offered her the royal advisor post. But she refused the offer. She said she wished to return home, and so the emperor said, Then at least take these fine gifts, Mulan. Mulan returned home with 6 fine horses and 6 fine swords. Everyone in the village cheered her that she was safe. The person who saved China was their own Mulan. Thus the story ends. Mulan's act of bravery leads her and plays a crucial role in saving China and bringing honor to the family. In life, sometimes we all need this bravery to step up and act on. So, all of us should face challenges in our lives, be it in workplace or our house.